Hello, everyone. Continuation of cloud implementation yet design thinking. Now we have to study about the most commonly you will find five phases or steps of the design thinking process. If you have five steps, first one, if you have to learn about empathize in the sense with your users, what they said. Empathize, what exactly? First of all, if you have to observe and define, and if you have to understand, okay, with your users, what exactly? If you empathize with someone, and if you want to understand their situations and problems and feelings, this is the concept of emphasize. Okay, later we can study about, once again I have to repeat, empathize in the sense whatever with your user needs. If you want to empathize with someone, you understand their situation and problems and feelings. Later we can study about that is nothing but what exactly define in the sense whatever the user needs. If we have to take that user needs, their problems and might be your insights, what exactly I want to say, define in the sense, first of all, if you have to accepting the existence of a problem which needs to be resolved in the core of design thinking process, and this happens only through a open communication. So getting the feedback from the market or organization or company or the field and being open to such feedback is very important. Whatever the user needs and might be your insights, if you have to take some accepting the existence of a problem, the user feedback is very important. Whatever the challenging assumptions in this phase, the lies not only in identifying the problem and we are defining the scope, but also convincing. This is the concept of a define phase. And coming to the ideate is nothing but what we want to say. Ideate something by challenging assumptions and creating ideas for innovative solutions. What I meant to say, ideate, the name sells new ideas. Keep it in your mind. Innovation by challenging assumptions and creating a new ideas for innovative solutions. In the sense, introduction of something, a new product or service to the organization or company or business purposes, whatever it may be. If you have to ideate that projects or task, whatever they given to you. And finally, if you have fourth and fifth step, that is nothing but a prototype. What is the meaning of the prototype? In design thinking process, the prototype in the sense to start creating solutions. What exactly we want to start creating solutions in the sense, a prototype is generally used to evaluate a new design to enhance precision by system analysts and users. What I meant to say in the sense, to start your solution, to start create a new solution, it is generally used to evaluate a new design to enhance whatever the precisions by system analyst and users. What exactly I meant to say in the sense, a prototype release of a product built to test a concept or a process. This is the concept of prototype. And finally, if you have to learn about a test, what if you have to test, what if you have test in the sense solution? What exactly I mean to say in the sense, test in the sense solution concept via make a test. The product is good or bad. Finally, if you have to test that solution, and finally if we have to deliver that product to the customer or stakeholder or people, whatever the user needs, their problems, and if we have to define and iterate and then prototype, and finally if you have to make a test. This is the concept of a design thinking process. Most commonly, if you have to use these 5 steps, these are very important concept, design thinking a process in first unit. Okay, and coming to the here we have to study about design thinking implementation at cloud, how the cloud services will provide in the senses we are using at design thinking it's mainly they are creating for which we want to lead a better products and services and internal processes. It has been used to solve some business problems at companies like Toyota and SAP and IBM, whatever it may be. One reason for the design thinking in industries is that it's useful to break down problems in any complex system, be it at purpose of business and government sectors or social organizations. Now coming to the design thinking implementation at cloud services, we are using some methods and tools or components, whatever it may be, we are used for design thinking processes. Okay, include but are not limited to research, interviews and customer journey maps and personas and mind maps and visual scenarios, whiteboarding and prototyping, experimenting, profiling and several others. So many things are there, we are implementing this in the sense, first of all, if you have to use methods and tools, it is used for mainly for design thinking processes, something mechanism. If you have to include in that mechanism but are not limited to research is nothing but if you have to gather something and then we have to do something interviews, and what are the customer journey map, how it will be, and one more personas, how it will be, how the mind map it will be, and visual scenario in the sense of computer graphic design scenario, some structure how it will be. If we have take some whiteboarding, and what are the to start our solution, it's a release product to build upon, and we are experimenting, and whatever the profiling it will be, and several others concepts we can see in design thinking process. It includes some of these. So finally, where there is a value of applying a design thinking in the sense, finally where is the value of applying design thinking in the sense, finally at cloud implementation, the concept of design thinking, when somebody else design thinking designed in information technology, that is the concept of what I meant to say now, design thinking at cloud implementation. Okay, this is the concept of design thinking in a cloud computing. Okay, this is the concept, briefly I can explain you. These are the concepts of design thinking in cloud computing. First of all, if we have to learn about the topic design thinking in information technology, okay whatever you can see in design thinking, fourth unit, whatever the topics we are up to now listen in the sense, design thinking in information technology, and second topic design thinking in business process model, and coming to the third topic, that is nothing but a design thinking for agile software development, and fourth concept, that is nothing but virtual collaboration, and fifth topic multi-user and multi-account interaction, how it will be more than one user and more than one account, how it will be interacted by using a design thinking. And coming to the sixth topic, that is nothing but need for communication, what is the importance of communication by at design thinking, and finally if you have to learn the seventh and eighth topics, tiles toolkit, tiles toolkit at design thinking, and finally if you have to learn about design thinking in cloud computing in the sense cloud implementation, how we can implement cloud services by using developing design thinking products or services at our organization. These are the concepts included in fourth unit ma. Later we studied about that is nothing but unit number 5 in further video. Up to now, thank you ma.